pair of sevens, pair of fives. Not person.
So what does balance mean?
Balance means when you got a variety of numbers. They're not all lopsided like the name I did Lucia with. Out of 6, 7 letters in the name, most of them were threes. That's kind of being lopsided. The thing is you try to have a balance,
What does
okay?
every personality look
What do you mean?
like? Okay, if you, like as far as her having a lot of parents and him having a balance name, is that?
Yes, it means that they would be twos initially, but the way they would express their two energies would be totally different. She would express her two. Two is a partnership number. Two is a healing number. So she may express hers through metaphysics, through healing, through occultism. You see what I'm saying? By writing a book, because 7s and 5s are literary numbers. So I know that if I go to Yenda's house, she's probably got a lot of books, magazines. She got a step over, newspapers all in the bathroom.
There's a lot of books.
Yeah, there's a lot of books. The point is, because these are literary numbers. These are not literary numbers. And when I say that, doesn't take anything away from him. Because I'm looking at these twos, these are leadership numbers. Okay, she only has 1, he has 2. You know what I'm saying? So, and then 1 adds to 20. And then later on, as you become more, really proficient, you'll know that the double numbers are totally different. The 20 is called the awakening, where the 29 is called grief and deceptions caused by members of the opposite sex, unreliable friends, whatever the case is. There are all kinds of definitions. But it's about looking to see what made up that number that you're about to read. So let's say, I'll get your question. Let's say you're reading 10 people, and 10 people all got the same name as a 2. They're not going to have all the same makeup. That's why if that was the case, they just make one pill and they sell it to everybody. But they got zillions of types of pills to deal with everybody's chemistry, which is different. All right? So that's what I'm looking at. Can I get another name?
Obsidian.
Christina.
I heard a who?
Obsidian.
Good, that's what I heard. Now that's it's not long, but I can do it. Obsidian.
Letters
How's it spelled, buddy?
O-B-S-I-D-I-A-N.
Really?
E or D?
I thought you said S-I-D.
O-B-S-I-D.
Where you have the
D is in
E-S-I-D.
David.
S-I-D.
Thank you.
O is in old. B is in boy.
O-B,
S is in save. I is in insane. D is in David.
E-N,
I-A-N.
I-A-N.
Uh-huh.
Obsidian, got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, spelling this name counting this name would have really thrown me for a loop. Okay? But when you look at it in terms of let me find my 10s, you begin, see, so right here, that's 10, 20, 30, 7. And 3 plus 7 is 10, and 1 plus 0 is 1. Okay? So the name Obsidian is a 1, and 1 in the name indicates people who are original, very independent, that you would have made an excellent lawyer, doctor, scientist, entrepreneur, CEO, CFO, president. Number 1s don't take orders well. That's why they say winners always come in number 1. People forget who came in 2, 3, 4, 5, but they never forget who came in number 1. All right? And it also indicates a very independent spirit. Number 1 rules the sign of Leo. Number 1 also rules Aries. Number 1 also is very, very friendly to the sign of Aquarius. You know any Leos or Aries or Aquarius?
My mother's a Leo. My stepmom was a Leo. My ex was a Leo. My supervisor at my job was a Leo.
This is what I'm talking. And brother, have we met? See, this is what I'm saying. That once you know the nature of the number, it gets past it. That's why I said this is a science. This is actually a science to not meet or know somebody, but in a sense know somebody. Or this is why people think that the likes of Simon or Kyle or myself, that we're psychic. We're not psychic. We just know the nature of it. And once we study the nature where we find it, we read it as where we find it, which means taking orders don't run in your family. And the leadership numbers are 1s and 9s. Look how many he's got. Out of 2, 4, 6, 8 letters, he's got 4 leadership numbers. So I know he don't take orders. And so the challenge when you're young is getting the experience. Have you ever thought about running your own business?
That's what I'm working towards now.
I wouldn't be surprised. And looking at your name, I'm telling you, Obsidian, I'd hitch my wagon to your stuff. Okay? All right. Now, give me another name. I heard Michael. Okay. I heard Akira.
Olga.
You know. Okay, I heard first we're going to do Michael. Hold on. We're going to do Michael. And the two ladies back there?
Kiara.
Kiara. How's the Kiara spelled? Only because I have a daughter named Kira. So that stood out. And there was another name, O something?
Olga.
Okay. O-L-G-A. Okay. 4938153299191. Where's Kara at? Kara, well, you ain't no joke. I can tell you that. You got these, out of 5 letters, you got 4 leadership numbers. Okay, and then let me do this one. 6, 3, 7, 1. Okay, so that's 1019, that's a 1. This is 1022. And then this one, Lloyd, okay, how we gonna do this one? I'm gonna do it like this. Okay, I mean this, 10, 20, 33. Michael, did I do your name correctly?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right.
Sorry.
This one, Olga's a 17?
Olga's an
17,
eight.
8. Olga.
Olga.
17.
Olga, 6'3", 1017. Thank you. Right there in my face. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
But she said it's an E.
Is
Is
it
the
E?
E?
Where?
It's Elga?
No, it's O-L-G-A.
It's Olga.
Oh, okay.
Elga?
Okay. 8 is an old soul number, 4 is an odd and unusual number, and 6 is more of a domesticated, family-oriented number. Okay? But you see how you can take a name and how the difference of the names will be. This is a balanced name. In other words, all the numbers that made up the name, numbers are different. Okay? This is like cards. This is like your agendas, where there are 2 pairs, pair 1s, pair 9s. This one doesn't, Michael only has a pair of 3s. Okay, so that's a little balanced too, all right? But the energies are totally different. Kira or Kyra? Kiara, sorry about that. Kiara, it indicates you would like to be different. You need to run your own business too. And sometimes you will not intimidate some of the relationships you have, but they're shocked sometimes when you check them. If that makes sense.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Okay. Not like getting a volunteer. Never bring your friends. Never bring your friends to read, okay? One time, I was reading this lady, right? And she had a girlfriend with her. And the lady was just, she had that poker face. She wasn't saying nothing. But her girlfriend was like, that was so funny. That was funny. Don't bring your friends. If you don't want your business, don't bring your friends to me. So I'm going to tell you too. Yeah, your friends will give all your stuff away. Okay? But she's not bad if you know how to come at her. So for example, 9s and 1s are normally very direct. Those are the leader numbers. And I tell people, if you don't want to hear the real truth, don't talk to people with 1s and 9s. Okay? Where another person will say, oh, well, you know, number 1 said, man, that was the stupidest thing. I mean, like, yo, you could have did better than that. You know what I'm saying? So it's, everybody brings their style to the table. That's all I'm saying. And that's why I'm saying I can work with any human being that comes in my presence until you act other than that. Other than that, we all have a specialness that we bring. Okay? All right, can I get some more names?
Sabrina.
See, y'all are messing with me now. I can tell. Okay. I think I heard you mention your name.
Everliner.
Yes,
Jackie.
Jackie. What-
J-A-C.
Right, because I was going to say that J-A-C.
Q-U.
Q-U.
I-I.
Okay, and then another name I heard was
Cindy.
Cindy. Cindy, okay. Hold.
S-I-N-D-Y.
S-I-N-D-Y. That's interesting. That's interesting, Cindy. Can't wait to spell that name, get in your business. In the nice way. In the nice way. In the nice way. Give me another name. Sharon, I heard. Siobhan. Who's Siobhan? Oh, you got it in. Okay, good, Siobhan. Okay. So let's do Jackie first. 1, 1, 3, 1.
You're thinking about 8.
Q is an 8, yes.
Kids
Yeah.
at age.
Only, only because I got a couple of systems in my head. So I'm so used to the counting. 3, 8, 3, 9, 9. Notice they're all in your business. I have to say, What that mean, ladies? It's all in your business. Yeah, that means, exactly. That means she don't play. And see, fellas, that'll help y'all a lot when y'all approaching these sisters up in here. Of course, they look cute, don't mean they pushovers. You know what I'm saying? So don't make no sense embarrassing yourself. Okay, so that's 10, 20, 34, 7. All right, let's do Cindy now. That's 1, 9, 4, 4, 7. Oh, that's a 5. Right, I just checked myself. That's a 5. Okay, so that's 10, 26. Because what I did was I took 1, 6, and then I borrowed 1 from the end left over. Okay. Siobhan, that's 1, 8, 1, 4, 6, 5, 5, 5. Let you go, girl. Okay, let's see. That's 10, 10, 20, 35. Now this is a perfect example. Because here it is, we have 2 8 people, but they're different as night and day. You see? So they don't normally teach you this. And that's why I was saying, if y'all are doing a fair or something, and y'all got all these people coming, well, that's an 8, and I just read another 8. Do I say it the same? No, you don't. No, you don't. You say it totally different. Because, for example, you can see right away that this person got pairs, pair of 1s, pair of 5s, or triple 5. This person is more balanced. Every single number is different. Even the sum total is different. Where in this case, she's got the 8 repeated, so this intensifies it. This will explain why you'll have a person with a number 1 in their name, but they don't have any 1s to back it up. So they'll always want to leave, but they can never figure out how to get there. Okay? There's a book that I have called The Incredible Dr. Matrix. So when he wanted to be a lawyer, he changed his name. When he wanted to be an artist, he changed his name. When he wanted to be right. In other words, he would sync his name in alignment with the number that matched the career that he was heading into. So these are executive names, okay, except they have a way of doing things different. Of the 2, who would be a little bit more restless? Why? All in your business. All in your business. But you know what I like, crew? That in this very short time we've done this, y'all getting the hang of this, and that's what I want. We want you, when you leave at the end of this day, not to be the same person you walked in here. Of course, you're going to be in everybody's business for a minute. Mommy, what's your name again? And so-and-so, honey, what's your name again? I know that street name, but I need your real name. You know what I'm saying? Little things to help you understand. And this will say, aha. So I know that this person would be business, but in a way where she needs some breathing room, not people over her, looking over her. So that would be the worst thing to do in her job. To have her in a job assignment and somebody looking over her shoulder all the time. She wouldn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Little things. All right, okay, good. I'm gonna write a couple of things before I do some names again. These are the youthful numbers. If you see a lot of these numbers in your name, This would, if you see a lot of youthful numbers in your name, this would explain why you will attract either younger people, be around younger people, or younger people be interested in you romantically or otherwise.
But say the numbers as you're saying. So people
Okay,
can hear you.
the numbers 1, 3, and 5 are the youthful numbers. If you got the number 1, 3, or 5 repeated a lot in your name, it indicates several things. One, that you don't either look your age, feel your age, act your age, but it will also explain why you would attract people younger than yourself. On the other hand, you have the maturity numbers. The maturity numbers are the 4s, 7s, 8s, and 9s. Now, if you got these numbers, a lot of these numbers in your name, like as I said when I was a teenager, my friend, if the lady he was dealing with was under 50, he wouldn't want to deal with her. But he had all these numbers in his name. So it makes sense, you know. But see, this is very important when you're talking to a woman who is, because see, there's still a double standard when it comes to women. I can date a woman years younger and I'm being a man. A woman date a guy 6 months younger and they want to call her out her name. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, so if you ladies, if you'll find that y'all have younger men in your lives or attracted to you, and y'all got these numbers, it's about discovering who you are. Yes,
What about 2s and 6s? Because they're not.
those are more neutral. Yeah, but these are more obvious. Now, these are the love numbers, since you spoke of that. 2, 6, and 8. When I see 2 and 6s, those are pregnancy indicators. Miss French will go through that when she talks about your birthday. Okay? Me, I ain't in it. Right? I call 2 the one-night stand number. You catch me on a good day, you can come over. Okay? We all have them days. That's me right. We ain't got much conversation. Alright? It's working like that. Can't stay, but you can come over. Alright? 6s and 8s are more permanent. They're more permanent. They're more long-ranging. So if you want something short, a 2 will do. If you're looking for something which most women try to be consistent, a 6 and an 8 are more preferred. Now these are the travel numbers. And see, all of this will make sense when Miss French comes up and talks about the birthdays and your numbers and stuff. The travel numbers in numerology are the 1s, the 5s, the 7s, and the 9s. I will explain. If a person is going in a 1, that means they're normally traveling somewhere. All of this you will learn when Miss French begins to talk about the birthday and the cycles you go through. Cycle number 5 is for weekend trips, just a couple of days, stuff like that. 7 is a number that indicates you want to travel somewhere to places exotic, where there's the sand, the sea, and the sun, like the Caribbean island, something like that. 9 represents long distance travel, like here to China, here to Africa, here to Europe, here from New York to the West Coast. So those are the travel indicators. And let me tell you about the health numbers. Write this down in your books. You're going to need this when Miss French comes on and you find out what cycles you're in. Okay? Are you in a cycle that deals with this, that, or the other? The health cycles are the 4, the 6, and the 9. Okay, she's going to be talking about, at some point, your personal year cycles. And in this way, in this case, it might be a health cycle. If it's not with you, it might be somebody close to you, like a relative or a friend or whatever the case is. But these are some of the 5 things that will help you at some point later on, but especially the youthful and maturity numbers. This is very, very important to understand why we attract. And then some people are balanced, where they attract both younger and older at the same time, but the numbers are balanced too, okay? So these are the love numbers, except this one is kind of, I call it the one-night stand. I'm trying to get a better word than a one-night stand because it sounds cheap.
How about short term?
Short term, yeah, short term. 24 hours. 24 hours. That's good. I like that. But long term, 6s and 8s, okay? What we're going to do later is begin to Now, did everybody write all this down? Everyone should have this in your thing, okay? This is, okay, good, good. Now we're gonna do a couple more names, and then, what time is it?
12:50.
12:50? Okay, good. Whoa, I've been running my mouth almost 2 hours. You know I love this stuff. I love this stuff. Yeah. Told you I was nosy. Okay, give me, hold on. Because we're going to take a lunch break too, give you all something to eat and whatnot. Give me 3 different names again. Y'all are funny. Angela, I heard Angela. Okay, hold on. I heard Sabrina. Hold on.
Do the alphabet.
Ozma, well, how's that spelled?
A-S-M-A-A-A.
Hey, baby. She's July 15th.
That's right.
It ain't none of y'all business, but that's my girl. Okay, A-S-M-A-A-A.
Wow.
You see all them ones there? And you think you're going to step to that QB and sell us a wolf ticket? And get your feelings hurt too? Because that's exactly what will happen. And see, you'll get to the point where you just look and you already know even before you put the numbers up there, the sister ain't playing. Fellas, this is very important when we're dealing with the women up in here. Okay? That's why Kai's here to give to some perspective from a woman's point of view. What was the third name?
Sharon.
I like the Monier, and then I'm going to do Sharon.
M-O-N-Y-I-A.
M-O-N-Y-I-A. And then what number, Sharon?
It's C-H-E-R-R-O-N.
C-H-E-R-R-O-N.
Thank you.
Okay, good. Thank you. 1 5 7 5 3 1 1 1 4 1 1 1. See that word there? Fellas, y'all see that one? As I said, fellas, okay? Very important. See, y'all look all nice and sweet, see? How y'all be smelling good, looking good. Y'all know how y'all do us, okay? So we think we can just, kind of talk.
Lloyd, 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay. All right, good, okay.
Just keep going. Keep going if you feel it, but the food ain't gonna get here till but a little later because they preparing it from scratch and everything is vegan.
Okay, good enough.
Let's roll with it. So, do what you got. So we're gonna put Kai out now.
Okay, y'all got some interesting numbers, folks. Okay, the one that stands out to me right now is Asma, and it tells me she needs to run her own business. She would be very unhappy being dictated to. Her nature would rebel against it. You know what I'm saying? Let's start with Angela first. 1022. See how I got that? I saw the 7 and the 3 of 10, the 2 5s, 20, then 2, got that. So this one here is 5s.
Isn't that a 4?
What's a 4? Don't scare me.
22. You put 22
Thank
plus
you.
3. Yeah, I know.
Thank you.
Don't worry.
No. I like that. Y'all catching on already. Y'all paying attention. Good.
They're mathematicians, Lloyd.
Good.
We're mathematicians.
Cool.
I got my
No,
calculator.
this I like. No. Y'all are helping me. Thank you. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, this is 10, 20, 32. And this one here, I'm going to do this as 10. I'm going to borrow, hold up. 10, 20, 30, 44?
45.
45, okay. Now, the leadership numbers are 1s and 9s. You see the 2 names with the number 9? Which one do you think would be more the leader? Yeah, it's nothing personal, so to speak. It's like in my name Lloyd Strayhorn, right? I got 2 1s. My sister Barbara Strayhorn, my younger sister, then I'm the bigger brother up, okay? He has about 6, 7 ones. And I could never figure out why she would always boss me around. Junior, there is no Santa Claus. She had me crying. Why not? Yeah.
She told you the truth.
Yeah. I know, my sister, and a Leo too, which is number 1. So she was a very straight up woman. Okay? But so what I'm saying is, if a person don't want the truth, they shouldn't deal with these two, but particularly this one. And see, what I'm saying is, it's not that ones are mean, they're honest. If you're an a-hole, you're an a-hole. How many times can we say this? You know? But the one will say, well, come here, honey. The next time, just don't do that. But that was dumb. I know you don't talk like
That's
that.
about right.
Angela is a woman that's very sensitive, high-strung, easy wounded in her feelings, like to be different. But she's pretty balanced, and you don't see any 4s, like this name. See how he's got all those 4s in his name? 4s are not unbalanced, they throw people off balance.
Yeah, for real.
They like to be different. And not only that, but when you add the name David adds the 22, which is a 4. Yeah. But that just simply means you'll be visionary. But 4s are also very sensitive. 4s also like to be loners. 4s and 7s are loner numbers. So if you see a person with a lot of 4s or 7s in their name, don't think you can knock on their door because you see the light on and when you buy. That ain't no guarantee you get up in the door. Okay? They don't roll like that. 7s are private. I'm a 7. Now you can come by my house if you want to. That don't mean you're gonna get in. My appointment, I know you come in. Got you. I'm on that. But you just can't roll up on me. You know, 7s and 4s, they love their privacy. And oh, by the way, for those of you whose parents are still living, question them about your childhood. Give you an example. It puzzled me one time, why is it I don't invite people over to my house? Okay? As social things as I am. But my mother told me before she passed away that when I was in elementary school, I would bring my friends home from school with me to the house and go and play by myself. If I do that as adults, I'm being considered rude. I'll never come back to that brother's house again. But I'm saying a lot of the things that happen in our childhood will also reflect what we're doing in our adulthood.
We're gonna touch
So
that.
always ask your parents, if they can, Mom, can you tell me a little something about me when I was a kid? Whatever they can remember, but it might be a little nugget. That nugget, Mother said, answered the question why I never had an open house policy. Now my brother is a 5. He is just the opposite. 5s, 3s, and 1s are very sociable. My brother, you knock on my brother's door, he let you in. You know what I'm saying? You knock on my door, you're not getting in. Unless I know you're coming. Okay, so that's it. We're going to do a couple of more and then we'll see. But notice all the names we've done, see the variation of the makeup of your names? That's why all y'all ain't dressed the same way. That's why y'all ain't get up the same way this morning. Or go to bed the same time this evening. Because our chemistries are totally different. And the 9s? Oh, well, in Sharon's case, she's a double 9. The 1s and 9s are your leadership numbers. Okay? 9s, 1s are more self-centered, 9s are more global, universal, and international. So I know who would be more wider ranging, more universal, or more natural than the 2 compared to Asma and Sharon. But she has to be as true to herself about her self-interest as Sharon had to be true about herself. That is things related to things that are global, universal, international, whatever the case is, all right? There is so much more to the name. I didn't know I spent 2 hours up here. I'm going to take one more name. Yes?
Everliner.
Good. Ooh, I like that. Okay, that's a little bit. Simon, I'm going to do one more name.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Roy, can you put it on the next slide real quick?
Put what on the next slide?
The boy right here. The slide you had it on before, the PowerPoint. This slide with the, what each number means.
Oh, yes,
You have that
she'll
up?
put it up for me in a second. Thank you. And listen, if you have a problem, what you do is you get a piece of paper, you write the numbers from 1 to 9, leaving some space, then fill in A under 1, B under 2, C under 3, D under 4, etc. until you get to I, then you start with J under 1, and then you have your code.
Nah, you put it on your fingers.
Can we take a picture of it?
Simon.
Can we take a picture of it?
Yeah, take it. As long as
Okay.
you're not recording.
No.
You
Now,
take pictures.
E-V-E-R
E-V, uh-huh, uh-huh.
L-E-A-N-E-R.
You're gonna, kind of go and get your way. You're not gonna let nobody hold you back or hold you down. Because you're the type of person, if you think something, that you want to make it happen. So if you think about writing that book, or think about building that mosque or a temple, whatever it is, you're gonna do it. Write it down, figure out how to do it. You're gonna plan it out. You're gonna be the person that be that establisher to do that, own that business, so to say. So going through the life path cycle, I'm going to go to the next one, which is the number 3. So did anybody have number 3 is a life path, and what is your birthday?
6275.
That's funny, because mine is 6/11/75 and it's still 3.
Oh, that mercy.
And mine is 10/85, it's still 3.
His is still 3. It's 6/11/1984.
Because Gemini do reading.
I got 13. You guys say you get 3? I was like 12, 13.
So yeah, that's why I got my computer. I calculate right.
So she has a 12-3 life path. When you have a 12/3 life path, you have to be careful of doing everything for everybody else and not yourself. You sacrifice for other people. You have to put yourself on first. So you find yourself going through a lot of emotional upset. Maybe have some foot issues as well too. But you have a lot of friends that can help you. And they also too have big names too. So they will be your CEOs, your directors, your childhood, early start, program that be the director of those things. Also, there will be the ones that will help you get through life as well too. 3 people are very friendly. They're very social. So where you find your friends could be your high school friends. This could be your friends from your college as well too, or just friends you just happen to interact with, because wherever you go, you're gonna meet somebody. You always bump into somebody as well too. And if you think you don't got it, you do. All you do is bet your pretty eyes, and they'll be like, okay, I know I still got this. I'm still in the game. So that would be the 3 life paths. To just make yourself social. Be more in the community. Be more of an outreach of people. But don't put yourself on the back burner. You have to really do for self first, because you can get yourself in a hangman. You find yourself being that way as well too. Next will be the 4 life path.
Do you have those there, or where did you find that? What you're saying?
Excuse me?
Do you have that on the slide? 1 to 9?
I do, but it will be later, because it's going to go inside with something else. Yes. So who has a 4 life path? What is your birthday? 9 what? 9/28? 65?
Simon, you should have been a Boy Scout.
I am. I was.
I was too. Until I burned down the tent, they kicked me out.
I couldn't stay for one day. Couldn't take it. It ain't fin. See, I smile, boy, the can't fit. Sorry.
So as a life path number 4,
Leave it alone.
here you are the visionary. You always have a vision of things. Ever since you were growing up, you were the one that liked to be odd and unusual and different. You grew up around a lot of older people as well too. Aquarius, Leo, and Aries were around in your life, and Monoway, Gemini as well too. Being a 4, having a 4 life path, you have to be very careful of not to go through so much moodiness and upsets in life, because a 4 person is very inward. They're not outward. So it will be kind of hard for them to make friends, but they make friends in a way of being like a comedian. So they would be good as comedian, a TV radio personality, or they will be, good as doing things with their hands. They'll be good in working in field as being home improvement. Also, being a project manager as well too, because they like to manage things as well too. As a 4 life path, is that you have to be careful of your own energy as well too, because you have this odd and unusual personality that if you're around other people and if you're negative, they will catch that energy too. And then you're a 4 person, you're kind of selfish too as well. So you're not really caring about other people's feelings, even though you know how it feels to be left out, to be the one that's not being all social in the crowd, right? Selfishness. So you have to not be so much self-centered when it comes to a 4th life path, and just be more of the open and be more creative, be more of a builder, be more outward rather than inward. So you have to really express your feelings to people and how you feel. So next one, go to the next one. It's a 5 life path. Everybody has a 5 life path number. And what is your birthday? 10/29/82. So just knowing your birthday, that I know you go through a lot of changes within your relationship and your home environment as well, especially dealing with the women. You also had a highly woman influence you. Maybe could have been a mother, a grandmother, or a sister that's been always in your life, that is like your go-to person that you look up to in your life as well. So that's 10/29/82?
Yes.
1982. So yours is just a solid 5. So as a 5 person, a 5 life path, you do very good in the business field, the commerce, the science, even as a sales person. Most people that have a life path 5 are the highest salesperson because they know how to talk to people. Also, you're good when crisis comes. So if everybody else is, running or whatever, don't know how to do it, they're going to call you in the office and say, what's your name?
Eddie.
Eddie, can you come and help us find, can you come and help us resolve this situation? And to you, it's like a piece of cake. It's like, oh, okay, I'm going to get her to do this, them to do that, and her to that, because you got a mental capacity, and you don't like doing paperwork really. So you be the person that say, hey, Miss French, can you go to lunch break for such and such at 12 o'clock or at 2 o'clock? You'll do it in that kind of way. Also, you love to travel, either short distance or you find yourself traveling a lot. You find yourself either on the go very often. You don't like staying home. You love a home cooked meal too as well, because 5 rules, Gemini and Virgos, and you do like to have a home cooked meal as well. As a 5 person life path, you have to be very not so stubborn sometimes, because that can lead into big family issues, big relationship issues, and those things as well too. So be patient and listen to people sometimes, because even though you like hearing your own voice, you go through a lot of you go through a lot of mental exhaustion. So you might find yourself twitching in your face sometimes, or being irritated very often by people. So if someone comes to you and they ask you to do something and you're really not feeling it, you're not gonna do it at all. So to know you too is also to love you, because you have a lot of mental exhaustion that you go through. And if people catch you on the wrong day, they can really get the backlash of you as well too. So you do well in communication as well. You do well in writing books. The literary, very quick on your feet. You love to read, probably read a whole bunch of books growing up, or maybe with the first to read in your family, the first to do something as far as just stepping out there. And you make friends everywhere you go. You always have a way of knowing how to get to places, because you're not afraid to talk to somebody to know if you're lost, you're going to ask them where you're going. For a life path number 6, anybody have a life path number 6? What is your birthday?
4487.
Name out.
You have a 24/6 life path. So this is the person that loves to be a therapist. Everybody comes to you that they think that you're just this person that likes to hear their business all the time. And you're like, why are you guys always coming to me? But that is what you do. You are the nucleus of everything. Everybody's going to come to you. Your family's going to pull on you more often. Tell them that you have had maybe an early relationship as a young girl.
1995. This was it.
You said 1995?
No, it was 1987. Yes, 4/4/87.
Yeah. So, you do well in being a therapist, being a counselor, being a coach, a life coach as well too. Because people always come to you with their issues, and you are a person that, even though everybody else comes to you about their issues, you also go through your issues too. And you can be the very person that you can be very, when it comes to personal issues, like being very judgmental of everybody else and not judgmental of yourself, and taking a look inside of yourself before you can talk about somebody else and their issues as well too. So that's why you get a lot of, you very good on advice, very good on comforting people, very good and just being the helper of the family, whether it's the mediator, whether it's the person that everybody comes to as well. So as a 6, you have to be careful of letting people, I would say, in your space all the time, because you have so many people coming to you with that energy and their problems. So you sometimes have to take time out for yourself too as well. And you find that as a 6 person, you love doing things in the community as well too. So you may be the neighborhood watch, you may be the neighborhood advocate, or you may even be